Yeah. 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 It's day 5. I didn't post a day 3. I kind of lost track. Day 3 was the day before the seniors event, and it just wasn't anything interesting going on. I took a bunch of video, and I just thought it was boring, and I skipped it. I'm not trying. I want to do lots of videos, but I'm not trying to do videos just for the sake of doing a video. And then yesterday, day 4, that was a seniors event, and I had a frustrating day of poker yesterday. It wasn't that fun. I just wasn't in the mood. I fired 2 bullets. And I just was like ultra card dead. Like, no, I feel like if Jack Deuce was the nuts, I would have won the tournament. I would have like busted everybody in my level, in my flight all at once. I mean, it was terrible. But I'm going to tell you this. If you're 50 or over and you're like a thinking player trying to be better, you are doing yourself a huge disservice by not playing in the World Series Seniors event. In 2 bullets over the course of that, I think I sat at 5 different tables. There wasn't a single poker player at any of them. Now, I'm not suggesting that there are no poker players in it, right? I mean, clearly there are some, but there weren't any of my tables. And I mean, it was like I was in a time machine and I went back to 2006 or something. People are like 9x raising and just super playing their hands face up, spaz bluff jamming rivers on absurd unbluffable spots. I mean, it was unbelievable, and I just could not do a thing. You know, I never had a hand. I could never do anything and take advantage of it. Not never, literally. I mean, I was able to hit a couple of spots, but I just couldn't get any traction in the thing. I felt like a kid at the best theme park in the world, and I was too short to ride any of the rides. Like, that's what it felt like. And then I played cash after. I did win a few hundred, but I played at the World Series room. It was like all regs, and I was also card dead there. I scratched out about a $500 profit, which is great. That's solid. But I don't think I made literally. Can't remember having more than a pair, like including the board. I mean, like the whole time. You know, I never made any pat hands, like no straights or sets or anything, flushes. It just had to scratch it out, and that's okay. That happens for sure. But it's just not. You know, when you're on a trip, I said this in a video I made a long time ago, you like to have some sessions where it's amazing and wacky and a game is great and there's drunks throwing money around and there's like lots of big stories to tell and stuff, and there just like wasn't any of that. It was boring and kind of lame. But anyway, I did make some money, but the point was not inspiring for video making. And so today, day 5, it's Friday, and I'm committing to all you guys. Of course, you're not going to see it till after it's done, but I will spend today taking video, talking about spots I'm at, like what I'm doing, and come up with a good video for you guys. So thank you for sticking around, and sorry I've been kind of weak the last couple days. We'll talk about that other stuff more, but I'm telling you, if you're 50 or about to be, and this channel is of interest to you because you're a poker hobbyist and you work at playing better and learning and such, I'm telling you, you've got to play the seniors event. Unbelievable value. $1,000 entries, 60-minute levels. It's one of the best structures in the series, and value, like for a low buy-in tournament, relatively speaking, low buy-in. Super great. So, day 5. I'm meeting one of my friends for lunch right now, and then I'm going to be getting at it for the poker. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do. Probably going to join you again after lunch once I come up with a plan, and we're going to see if we can't have some fun playing poker in Vegas today. Low Stakes Crusher out.
When you add more flavor and color to the palette of life, I say ya, no more fighting, everyone's hyping.
Finished with lunch at the Tuscany. Solid, inexpensive food, which is always a nice break when you're in Vegas. So I was checking out the list to see where to play, and all of a sudden today, it's Friday, every list has 4,000 people on it. Bellagio had 92 people on the 2-5 list when I looked. The World Series cash room had like 85 people and only 3 tables running. They must just have not enough dealers to have the whole cash room in full swing. Bellagio did have, I think, 8 5-10 tables with about 10 people on the list, so that's where I'm going. We're going to give that a go because I don't fancy a 5-hour wait. I will give myself a safety valve, though, and get on the 2-5 list. That way, if I'm getting murdered at 5-10 or I feel like I can't find a good game that I can beat, I can move down. I'll be on the list. So, yeah, that's where we're at with that. Let's, well, it's just sitting here in traffic right now, but whenever I get over there, I'll post up on how it's going, and we'll go from there. Thanks for hanging out. Get on with some low-stakes crushing today. Hey, if you're doing some low-stakes crushing, I want to hear about it in the comments. Nobody's leaving any comments. Yeah, put it in the comments, subscribe, like the videos. You're awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I've had folks asking me to post some hands, and I do want to post some interesting hands. Here's an example of a fascinating spot I was in at Bellagio. You can see in middle position, I've got 9-10 of spades, and it folds to me, and I make it 20 to go, which is my standard open. A lot of people were raising to 15 in this game. I make it 20, and it folds around to the everywhere, and I make $7. And that is, in a nutshell, how compelling that session was. And I don't mean to suggest that literally that's what happened every hand, but there was just nothing. The game was super tight. It was a kind of game where the only really big pot is going to be a huge cooler. And my opinion is that when you find yourself in a game like that, you should escape that game. And that's what I did. On the way to Resorts World, try to do some more low-stakes crushing. Played at Bellagio. The list was insane. What? I think I won about 300 in a bad game. Just had to scratch out dollars here and there. But I did win, so that's good. And I thought I'd spare you my mug and show you the approach to Resorts World. Continuing my awesome theme of not being a very good video maker, I set this up farther down the strip and talked for like 5 minutes and realized that I had not pressed record. Pretty sharp, awesome video making. But yeah, so I'm cruising over to Resorts World. It's like 10:30 at night. Kind of late for me to start a session, but I like that room, and I'm gonna give it a go. The list wasn't. Oh, that's the theme, by the way. Lists everywhere are massive. I think it's because where do I need to go here? I need to go right here. I think the Colossus might be going on right now. I admit I didn't look at the World Series schedule, but there's something crazy going on. Let's see if I can turn this so you can see better. I don't know. I can't. I don't think. But yeah, all the lists are insane. 130 people on the 2-5 list for at Bellagio. And then they're short dealers at the World Series cash room, so they've only got like I think 7 or 8 2-5 tables. They had 4 5-10s, and they still had like 70 people or 60 people on the list or some such, right? So yeah, we're gonna head over to Resorts World. We're already on the list thanks to the Poker Atlas app, and yeah, we're gonna give it a go. Let me see if I can release this before I have to shut it off. Resorts World, pretty cool. Yeah, so on with the crushing. All right, I don't even know if you can hear me. It's super loud in here. Headed to the poker room at Resorts World. We're gonna see what's going on in here. Maybe get in a 2-5, maybe 5-10. I'm on the list for everything, just to try to get a seat somewhere. This place is pretty crazy, so there's a lot going on. Hey, everybody wave. Hey. Thanks. They're not playing poker tonight, I don't think. I don't know what's going on, but there's like a bazillion people here. Lots of cowboy boots. Something went on here tonight, I don't know what though. Seems like it's letting out. Anyway, Here's a shot around Resorts World. Now we're gonna check out the poker room. And like every poker room in town right now, it is a mob scene, at least relatively speaking. So let's get in here and see what's what. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm at Resorts World, playing 2-5, and man, to continue a theme full of pros. I mean, it's not a super tough game. I don't think I'm getting smashed in there. I'm not sure I've got an edge. Probably don't. I'm up a couple hundred, and man, I'm having trouble this trip finding good games. Not really sure what the answer is, but having a good time. I randomly encountered an old buddy from like 10 years ago from the 2+2 forums, Matt. His name is Tip Drill on the forums, and he's in the 1 seat, and he recognized me when I came in, and we had a fun chat. Super cool guy. He lives here now, and so that's fun. The game is fun. Resorts World's a great place. It's my favorite room. I've mentioned it before, but yeah, and I'm up a little bit, but man alive, where's the Drunken Mayhem game? That's what I want to know. Do you know where it is? Put it in the comments. Man alive. More later. So yeah, unfortunately no recording of hands was available, but I was able to take a picture of this beautiful poutine late dinner I ate, followed by, I was mentioning how the game was full of pros and it wasn't crazy, and that's true. And then seemingly out of nowhere, 2 young Asian kids, I say kids, I mean mid-20s maybe, I'm pretty sure they came straight out of the club and sat down and fumbled with a bunch of cash, and we thought it would be great. And they were splashing around, but it turned out they were real players. And but anyway, they requested a double board PLO bomb pot as soon as they sat down, which of course we complied. And one of the 2 newcomers makes like nut boat on the bottom and uncontested trip queens or set of queens on the top, and takes a ridiculous pot to start off. So he got that, and yeah, that was kind of the only exciting thing that happened in there. Escaping Resorts World 2-5. That was a pretty tough game, full of pros. Managed to scrape out a $600 win, roughly, something like that. No, it wasn't. It was 500, like 480, but still solid. I wrapped up the session in my very last hand. Hero called ace high. Dude mucked. I win. Winner, cool. I really like this place. That poker room is my favorite one in town for sure. And yeah, so we're gonna go to the car, hit the road, and talk about some stuff. All right. So yeah, back in the car, leaving Resorts World. Instead of looking at my ugly mug, I thought I'd give you more driving around Vegas at night video. I don't quite remember where this exits, so I'm a little distracted. All right, so yeah, like I mentioned there, that was a pro-filled game, but it was navigable. Like, I survived. We weren't being put in too many terribly tough spots. It did eke out I think it was just shy of 500. I think I weighed 480, I believe. Not terrible. My quest for the mayhem, the drunken craziness game still continues. I haven't sat in a truly good game yet, which is a little disappointing, but hey, I started out slow. I did start out loser, and I am actually still stuck a little bit because that first day kind of hurt a little. But I have posted a W for, I think, it's either 4 or 5 sessions in a row. So that's always good. Of course, you want your numbers and your results tracker to be in the green for sure. And regardless of how much you make, you can't complain, right? As long as you're in the green, not losing, that's good, and that's what we've been doing, so that's cool. It is pretty late. It's like 2:45 a.m. And I wanted to say a quick couple things about the channel and the videos. I don't know how this happened, right? I started out, if you look at my channel, there's these videos that are my introductory video, and a couple of my videos that are along the mission for the channel. Like there's like an introduction to ranges, and there's one about straddling, that type of thing. And those videos had like, I don't know the numbers exactly, 24 views, 51 views, and really it's just all my buddies, right? I didn't try to do any sort of cross-posting to Reddit or any social media or search engine optimization or anything like that, because my goal, I mentioned this before, I want to have like a good handful of videos there, so that if I'm able to bring someone to the channel, they've got something to sink their teeth into and watch a bunch of videos, and not just watch like one or two and be like, okay, well, whatever, and move on, right? So when I decided to do this sort of a video trip report kind of a thing for my Vegas trip, I thought that'll be a great launching pad. I'll do as many as I can do, and then once I'm finished with those, I'm going to go back and see if I can't drive some traffic to a little bit, right? Because poker videos are popular, whatever. Well, funny thing happened. My day 2 video, this morning I saw it had like, I don't know, 200 and something views. And I was like, wow, 200 views. That's a lot better than 50 views or whatever. And then like I looked at it after lunch and it had over 500 views. And then I went to that game at Resorts World, and I ran into an old friend from 10 years ago on the 2+2 forums. His name is Matt. He was Tip Drill, was his screen name, in case you happen to be a 2+2 person from way back. And he recognized me. I didn't recognize him. I have a bad memory for that stuff. He's like one of the super nice guy, nicest guy you can meet. And anyway, I told him about the channel. He's like, oh, cool, yeah, I'm going to check it out. And he looked in there and he goes, hey, that last video did's got 1,000 views, pretty solid. And I'm like, 1,000 views, what? So I went from like 200 views to 1,000 views in like, I don't know how long that is, 8 or 10 hours. So I don't know how that happened, but it's pretty awesome. And I hope I can keep it up. I'm going to really try to do some good videos here. And yeah, so thank you all for your help and support and watching the videos. And if you want to leave some comments, I sure would love to see them. Please subscribe, and that would be great. Okay, so what are we going to do tomorrow? Saturday, really more cash action. I got some friends from back home coming into town, or they're already here in town. We tried to meet up a little bit today, but we sort of had our signals crossed and didn't quite get around to it. But that may happen for sure. More pokering. I need to kind of sleep on some ideas for the video. I like to do something fun and make sure I'm entertaining my viewership or whatever. But yeah, thanks again. And I'm getting distracted by traffic again.